The next item we're going to look at here is the recent activity report. It's this button over here, and as you can see, once you've done a search, you can select search here. You want to select which drive you're searching on. In our case, the mounted drive for the data that we're reviewing is the D drive. You hit scan, and then it'll scan through all the documents, and here's a little summary just to give you a general idea of what you found, like for example the URLs, cookies, some records, and other various items that might be interesting to look at. What I appreciate is this timeline that it produces, and it gives you a couple of items here on the bottom. It gives you the year that the files were created, and then the month, and you think, wow, that's pretty broad. But if you click on the month, like so, you'll get all the days in the month and when those files are created. And then if you say, well, what was on the 20th, what time of day, then it'll give you roughly the hour that those were created, and it'll show you a count of how many items. If you hit your right mouse button, you'll get a little pop-up that shows some options. Show these files, export them to an HTML file, export to a text or a CSV, comma separated values. And so we'll just take a look here on this day at 8 a.m. what files were created. So it looks like the username Mr. Evil, he went out to msn.com, did some searches, things like that. So it gives you a quick timeline, again, a way to see what activity has been going on, and then isolate those files on day or time if that's important. The next thing we'll take a look at here is a deleted file search. What this will do is take a look at what files were recently deleted and give you a quick listing of those, and you can take a look at them and then go from there. See, it drilled down into this. I double clicked and it pops up the hex string viewer here. File viewer, nope, not supported. A little text viewer of what's in that file, info about it, some metadata if there is any, and gives you some other options to explore as far as that goes. Let's see, let's take a look at the ASCII. Yeah, not much. So that's what the deleted file search for is. If you delete a file, it's not necessarily completely gone, but rather it's put into some temporary holding file in order for you to be able to retrieve it. For example, your recycle bin, and in your recycle bin will be a bunch of items that you can recover later if you inadvertently delete it. Mismatched file search, what this does is it takes a look at the actual bytes of a file and compares it with the extension or the file type that it's supposed to be. Okay, so for example, it looks at the bytes here of this, but this file says it's a doc, and for some reason it doesn't think the bytes that are in the file are equivalent to the type of file that it says it is.